Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while since that I've done an unboxing video for models, but I think the last one was like a Saint Seiya model that I did a few years ago. But recently, um, the Es-Gokin for Samurai Pizza Cats, Guido and Polyester has just been released, so it got me super excited because I watched these when I was a little kid growing up. Yeah, and so a bit of a background history. Samurai Pizza Cats was a cartoon back in the 1990s, I believe. It was quite a short run um, cartoon. I think it was only like 26 episodes or something like that, but it was actually pretty good. It is quite an enjoyable cartoon with some, yeah, but I don't think it really took off. I think they did some they did an NES game for the Nintendo Famicom, and that's pretty much it. They did a lot of Bandai did actually make a lot of toys back in the run, but it was only available in Japan, and getting those is actually quite difficult. So around 8 years ago, ES Goken released Speedy, and that was actually very cool for an oldie like me. So when I first saw, I was like, oh man, they have to release Guido and Polly. So I bought Speedy, and for a long time, they actually didn't actually release it for quite a while, and I just left it sealed. And finally, after years of delay, they finally released some pictures of Polly and Guido, the prototypes around, and it was actually released at end of January this year. So super excited! Finally got my three sets, and I'll be doing an unboxing of these three. They will be in separate videos. Well, we'll be doing Speedy in this one. Alright, so let me just put those away. And the boxes actually look really cool. It's actually quite good how they kept all the boxes the same. So, pretty much. Alright, so let me just adjust the camera a bit. So, this is there. So you can see the box is actually quite huge. It is like your Saint Seiya one. On the side that you see Speedy, so Yattarō, and on the back it's actually just and you can see the bird armor. So what was actually really cool was that back in the anime, um, the armor was pretty much their superpower piece, and that was actually really cool. When they come out, they always call for help when for that piece. So this is a slipcase, and then what you can see is that there is different various faces for Speedy, and the armor piece actually goes onto him and onto the bird by itself. So it could actually be like that, and or you can actually have him wear it. So when you wear it, it'll look like the one on the back. So yeah, this is basically the really cool part about this set. So let's have it open. So after 8 years, I finally get to open this box. Not too sure what to expect, but wow, that's pretty cool. So inside we get three layers. Oh, there's actually a lot of layers. There's like 4 different layers. So we'll have a look at them one by one. You do actually get an instruction manual. So the instruction manual should teach you how it's built and stuff like that. So let me just see if I can take them out bit by bit. So the fourth layer is basically just your normal base layer and stuff like that. They actually came a bit loose on that, so that's fine. We'll just put it back. I don't think we'll ever use that really. So it's basically just for the base. So that's pretty cool. Seems to still be okay. Oh, there's a bit of sellotape there. Oh, that's fine. We'll just use that a bit more. Okay, cool. So the third layer is just the armor piece for Speedy and stuff like that. So that's actually pretty cool. So we can put that aside there. And then let's take the tape away. Old tape. Wow. Cut it like that. And like that. Alright. And the second one is actually the bird. That is actually super huge. So good comparison. Let's grab what do I have here? A Pokemon card. Okay, I don't know. Don't ask me why I have a Pokemon card here, But yeah, you can see the size difference is actually really, that's actually really impressive. I was actually expecting a bit more smaller, but that's actually really, really cool. So that is pretty much the bird piece. We'll call it the armor thing. And then the last box is actually just Speedy by himself. There is no assembly required for the main body. You can see that it comes with various spaces and stuff like that. And the cool part is that the sword. So what actually happens in the anime is that his sword turns into 2 pieces. So it's quite cool how I think they've actually included that as well. You get a whole few different hands, and that's pretty much it. So let's have a little open. So many tape. Actually, it's been a while since I've actually opened models like this, so it feels a bit nostalgic. So let's have a look. Alright. So now with that off, you can see different pieces. So these are all plastic. The sword and all that is all plastic. Let me just remove that so it doesn't destroy the focus. So all this is plastic. Hands and all that. Let's have a look. It's actually quite cool how he's like in this little. This is actually the first time I bought Es-Gokin, so I've actually never bought these before. So, and wow, that's actually really, really good. So you can see that this is Speedy. The paint job is actually really well done. You can see on the face and stuff like that. So on the head, there is a few movements, so you can actually move his head around, tilt it around, stuff like that. It's a bit oily, so I assume that this is plastic, but this part is like metal and stuff like that. So that's actually really cool. So the hand articulation seems to be, yeah, seems to be quite well. And then the leg one, there is, you can't, can you move the feet? Oh, you can't. So it's actually just the legs by itself. So it stands up like that. On the back, he has his tail, but it seems to be just a normal one-sided movement like that. So let me have a look. Not too sure if it is. Oh, okay. So you can actually just remove the hands from the ball joint, and then you can just assume that you can just put like. Let's see. All right. So you can just pop in this one. Whoops. Pop in this. Let's try that again. Pop in this one. Pop in. Yeah. Oh, that's actually quite hard. Okay. I'm not too sure if because this is like an 8-year-old model. Probably should have just bought the reprinted one. So grab this, should be his main sword, and then it should just giving me a bit of a problem here. Yep. So the sword should just go in like that. So you can see, yeah, that looks pretty cool. Whoops, sorry, someone just sent me a message. So we'll just put it there. Let's see his. I'm actually more interested in his sword here. So yeah, you can see that this one actually, this is supposed to be a sword that turns into like that, and then you put. Oh, okay, that's a bit strange. But let's have a look. Right. So basically, when you're displaying it, if you're displaying it in 2 swords, you remove this one and then just have him hold 2 swords, because in the cartoon it actually becomes 2 blades like that. So that's why. So for the face and all that, then I actually probably have to consult the instruction manual to how to actually take the face off, because again, this is the first time I've actually played around with Es-Gokin. So let's have a look. So the instruction manual is actually pretty cool. So it's actually hard plastic and stuff like that. Wow, that actually looks a bit complex, eh? Right, so let's have a look. So yeah, powered up one, and yeah, it should be easy enough. So let's give it a shot, shall we? So what I'll do is today I probably won't put it in the bird form. but I probably would put it in his powered up form. So let's have a look. Okay. Right. So sorry. Just man, they're so different to Saint Seiya. For Saint Seiya, it was a lot easier. So okay, let me just remove his sword like that, and probably put back his normal fist. So it seems pretty straightforward. He does actually just come with these body parts, and these are all just plastic, and it just basically clips on to the side like that. So it's actually pretty straightforward with that one. So these are the two hand parts. The cool part is that the hand part here is actually moved, so you can actually do a bit more posture with that. Pop this one here like that, and then he has the feet part, which is on the side here, which I assume the front top should be like that. So there is just this little slot on the side that actually just clips in. So it doesn't actually clip in fully onto the side there, but it does its job. So what you focus on is you just put it on the side, and then that's it, like that. And then his feet. Is it left and right? Because there's actually two pieces here. So doesn't seem like it. So it seems like these just slide on just like that. So it's actually really straightforward as well. There is just a little clip there that actually just lets them clip the feet on. So same thing, like that. Probably need to, yeah, probably for him it's actually a bit harder to stand with the big feet like that, with the big bird feet. That is probably why you actually need to stand. So the next thing will actually be the shoulder pads. The shoulder pads. So the shoulder pads look like that, and they actually come to the little joint there. So I assume put on the back. So there should be some ball joints here. Right. Okay. So for here, what we need to do is we need to pull off this part here. Right. So the back part there, and then you see this little part will actually clip onto the back, just like that. It's actually very straightforward. A lot easier than Saint Seiya, but then again, at the same time, it's a bit fidgety as well. So see, seems more like a toy, but I might be mistaken. So like that. Oh, okay. So that actually went on quite easily. So move the tail around, and then I'll move this over here. So is it actually gonna clip in? Yeah. Oh, wow, it actually didn't stay in. So that's not too good. Like that. So once you put it in, it asks you to put this back on again. So hopefully this will be the stabilizer to keep the things in place. Oh, okay, cool. So it does. So the red section there will actually keep it in place like that. So, that looks really cool. That does look really, really cool. So okay, so what's next? So let them stand there for a while. The last part will actually be his armor chest piece. The armor chest piece seems a bit heavy, so it does actually feel a bit more like die cast. So yeah, it is actually die cast. That's actually really, really cool. So yeah, let's just pop it in. So the paint job on it, you can see that there's a bit of a, oh no, there's a bit of a imperfection on that. So this seems to be just to a slight, oh wow, not too sure if this will damage it. Let me just double check if there's something I'm doing wrong. So, it just says to pop it on. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. Oh, it actually just stuck on. Okay, cool. So there's nothing else that I need to do. So I thought I was gonna do a little click on. So the last thing is to take off the head. So by this, yeah, we just remove the head there. So that's just the helmet part, and this is where we can actually change the face. So that is actually quite cool. And then you can remove, I assume you can remove this part for the mouth and the eyepiece, like that. So you can actually put like angry face, happy face, and stuff like that. So however you want it, or you can actually have him with the mask. So that is the mask that he had when he wears it. So you can actually just pop it on, and this should just go in there. There's a little slide in there. That looks pretty cool. So for the helmet, there is actually one last piece, which is this golden piece. So this part, what we have to do is, oh, oh, that's cute. So it actually just goes, actually just go on. Oh, let me have a look. Oh, replaces that. Oh, that's a bit. Let me have a look. Is there another piece there? Because this one definitely doesn't go on. So this one actually still stays like that. And then, oh, is it to replace the side? That's a bit strange. So you can see that. Okay, let me have a look. So does this just go on the side there? Oh, it doesn't seem like it. It feels like we probably have to try to take out this side, but doesn't seem to want to move. And there's no other pieces with it. So that is... okay. So remove this one. And do we put it on? Right, okay. So we remove this little piece. I assume that that piece actually goes onto the bird, and then we pop it back on his head helmet like that. Yeah, so this is basically powered up Speedy, and then you can have his sword on the side. Where is the side? Sorry about that. There. Huh. Interesting. It's right. So it should probably go onto here. Huh. Okay. So it should probably go into here where he puts his sword. So his sword goes onto like that. Ah, man, this is so fidgety. Like that. Yeah. Overall, pretty good build. Like I have to say this is a lot more fidgety than I have expected. Um, not too sure if it is actually the problem with the actual model. As in like not too sure if it's been around because I've actually had it sitting there for like 8 years. So not too sure if that is actually one of the main problems. But yeah, overall this model build is quite good. It brings back a lot of nostalgic, but then the problem is that it doesn't seem to give you a lot of freedom in the powered up armor piece. So I would probably say that this is mostly for when you actually have it in the powered up armor, you probably want to have it on the stand and stuff like that. Oh yeah, sorry, the bird is supposed to go on the back. So let's have a look. No wonder I thought something was missing. So let me still take out the bird. So the bird piece is like a whole plastic piece. And then what you can do is you should be able to just pop it onto the red part there. Like that. And makes like a little. Oh, this should actually right. So this oh my god, this is so fidgety. So this one goes like that, and this one should go back like that. Then it should go onto Speedy himself. Like that. Definitely need a stand for this. Definitely need a stand for this. So like that. So it should stay with him and like that. And then you can move the wings. The bird one seems pretty good. Plastic isn't too loose. And there we go. It's a bit heavy now with the bird on him, and it seems like you can see that, yeah, he's just falling off a bit and all that. So you definitely need a stand once that is done. But then again, we'll have a look once we have Polly and Guido all done like that. It's a pretty huge model, and that's actually pretty good. And then lastly, I'll probably just show you what type of face that he comes with. He actually comes with a few variety of faces. And then the cool part is that because he comes with like 3 different mouthpiece as well, so you can actually mix and match quite a bit. So see, there's the smiley one, and then you can actually have him like that. So that's actually pretty cool. Or you can have him like closed eye smiling. So that's actually really cool as well. There is the one with, I would assume it's probably just normal face and angry face, and then there's one with him open mouth, and yeah, you can actually reenact quite a bit of the scene from it, so that's actually pretty cool. And then see the angry one like that. So overall, I'm actually really happy with the model kit, because actually when I was a kid, I actually never owned any one of the Samurai Pizza Cats models. So yeah, so this is a quick review of the Es-Gokin Speedy. If this has been out for quite a while, so if you actually are a Samurai Pizza Cats fan, definitely pick it up. I think it's a really cool display piece, and to be honest, it's a lost series that no one really knows about now, and it's quite good to keep it nostalgic. Well, thanks for watching, and next we'll be doing a better unboxing video, hopefully, for Guido and then Polly. I'll see you soon. Take it easy.